Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. In today's video I've got a few new bits from Natural Collection, the Boots own brand. Now I did a video, a full face testing Natural Collection makeup. I did that video 2-3 months ago, a little while ago, and I haven't touched a single one of those products since. They were so bad. Like the worst makeup brand in general that I have ever tried. So my expectations here are low, and I don't know if these are necessarily new products or if they are just in new packaging, like they've just redesigned the packaging. I don't know, but we're going to be diving into a few of the products here. I didn't get everything because, like I say, I just have the lowest standards at the minute. Like everything here I am expecting to be just as awful as the last lot that I tested however long ago it was. So I got the skin tint and I got this in the shade 2W, and that's what that one looks like. Now I did try a skin tint in that last video, so that was awful. Let's see how this one is. I also got a concealer, which I got in the shade 1W. So I'm hoping like between the two of those I can get a colour that sort of matches me. It doesn't look like a bad colour, but let's wait and see. I also got a mascara, and I'm very interested in this because it's in like a squeezy tube. Like it's in the same sort of packaging as the concealer, so interested to see what that's going to look like. This is what the wand looks like though. Like it looks like a decent wand, so again we'll just hope for the best here. I also got a liquid eyeliner, which again is in that same sort of squeezy packaging. And is this a brush tip? No. It's that like very long, very firm sort of felt tip, but again, we can only try. I also got a brow pencil, which is in the shade brunette, and that's what that looks like. So it's just like a sharpenable one. I am going to have to sharpen that before I even use it because it's already blunt. And I also got a lip gloss, which says it's made with coconut oil, so hopefully it'll be really nice and hydrating. And this is in the shade Sugar Honey Glaze. And again, it's just all in the same packaging, like the squeezy tube. Let's see. The applicator is just a very standard lip gloss applicator. So like I said, I don't have a full face. The products that I don't have I'm going to use from other Boots own brands. 17, I have so many favourites from 17. In complete contrast to Natural Collection, 17 have some of my favourite products of all time, so I'm going to be interspersing some other products from 17 just to make a full face of like Boots own makeup. So let's just dive straight on in with that skin tint. And like I say, I got this in 2W. Forgotten already. I got 2W, so they definitely had more colour options than the last lot. The last lot, the lightest shade was like 5 shades deeper than my skin tone, and they only had like 5 shades in total. So let's see how this goes. That looks like a really decent colour for me. That looks like it's actually going to match me. Wow. I have just, like literally just washed my face. That's why I'm bright red. And also, if this is a massive flop and it doesn't work, it doesn't matter because it's the end of the day and I am just going downstairs to eat chicken nuggets and chips. So there's that. I'm going to try this with a sponge. Even with skin tints, I do like using a sponge to blend it in. So let's see how this goes. I'm trying to like put it out of my mind that I've already tested this brand and it was awful. But those things just don't leave you. They stay with you. When your makeup was as bad as it was in that video, you don't forget it in a hurry. So I'm trying to remain positive, but let's just wait and see. I will also say it is a really blustery, stormy day today, so if you can hear the wind rattling through my windows, I can only apologise. I haven't had to deal with this weather since I got this new camera and like microphone set up, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear it or not. If you can, I'm really sorry. I know that it's very annoying. It will sound like a bee is stuck in my windows, but there isn't. It's just the wind howling through the very, very old windows that I've got in my house. Okay, so that's the skin tint all blended in. I feel like in my mirror that's just over arm's length away from me, this looks fine. It's a skin tint, so it's not completely going to cover all of that redness that I had in my skin, all of the spots that I've got going on at the minute. It's not going to cover over all of that. But in this mirror that's quite far away, I do feel like this looks quite nice. However, when I look up close, this is textured. This is really dry and like chunky looking in areas, and it's not looking too fresh. And my skin is actually in a really decent place at the minute. Very hydrated, very sort of happy at the minute, apart from these spots. We're ignoring them, but I don't have any like dry patches where things would normally cling, and this is looking quite dry in areas. I will zoom you in at the end so that I can try and rectify this, but just know there's areas where this is looking quite textured. There are areas where this is just sort of looking fine. It's not the best thing that I've ever tried. I'm going to go in with the concealer now, the natural progression of my makeup routine. So like I said, this is 1W, and it says on the back of here, this creamy blendable concealer is made with chamomile extract, providing that radiant finish. This lightweight formula is finish the sentence before you jump to conclusions. This lightweight formula is a light to medium coverage, giving you a natural look. I absolutely don't mind a sort of light coverage foundation. I think that can sometimes look really nice, so let's see how this goes. I am going to put a little bit over the redness on my cheeks and also over these spots because they just do not need to be living on my face. So the concealer has like covered over my eyes and like taken down the redness in my spots a little bit. I do feel like it's sort of blended away across like my cheeks where I put quite a bit on there. So I'm just gonna layer up another layer. It does seem to be really nice and like radiant, like it said. I do feel like it looks really nice and radiant around my eyes. I quite like this concealer, and it does seem to be building up a little bit. I am not mad at that concealer. Does it overtake my 17-second skin enhancing concealer? No, it does not. It doesn't. It's low coverage, like really, really low, which I knew coming into it that it would be, but it's fine. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at all. And I feel like that second layer has just knocked the redness out of my cheeks there and potentially rescued this base. So like I say, for a few products I am going to have to go in with 17 products, so I'm going to go off and just do that now. I've got the Glow and Define bronzer and the Melting Cream blush, both from 17. The bronzer I have in 010 and the blush I have in 020 Peach Vibes. So I'm going to go off and do that and then I'll be back, and I think then the rest of the products are Natural Collection. Okay, so that is the bronzer and the blush done. Both of those have gone over the top of that skin tint really nicely, and I do actually feel like now that that's had a little bit of time to sort of sit on my skin, and also the concealer over the top, I do feel like this is looking really nice now. So I feel like this is probably an improved formula rather than just it being repackaged. First impressions, but I do definitely feel like this is a big improvement on the last lot of products that I tried from them. So I now have the brow pencil, and like I say, I just got this in brunette. I'm hoping that this is going to be an okay colour for me. I feel like brows really can make or break your whole face, so let's hope for the best. I also didn't get any sort of brow gel or anything like that, so like I say, let's just hope for the best. Okay, so I feel like this is very creamy. Like the amount of pigment coming out just on the first little squiggle through my brows is quite impressive. That does, however, mean I'm going to have to be careful not to go overboard, but that looks like a really decent colour. Yeah. And I also like that this is a sharpenable little pencil, so you can sharpen it so you can get those little hair-like strokes down in the front. So far, so good. Wow. Okay. That is very, like I say, it's very, very pigmented. I've definitely gone a little bit overboard. I am going to have to just run through with like a little clean spoolie or something just to calm that colour down a little bit. But that is not a bad brow day. It's almost a shame that it's like 8 o'clock in the evening and I have nowhere to go. Because so far this makeup's turning out, I was about to say good. It's turning out okay. So far, we are okay. Famous last words? Potentially. So, a little comb through with a clean spoolie, and that's dialed down the colour ever so slightly, and almost like gotten rid of the definition, but I do not mind how those brows are looking. The colour is great. It was very, like, if I show you this close up, don't mind that skin tint on the back of my hand, if I show you this close up, like, it's very creamy and pigmented just on like the tiniest little swipe, so just bear that in mind. But great option if you're wanting a very affordable brow pencil. And like I say, I like that that one's sharpenable because you can just sharpen it and make it sharp, obviously. So I'm going to take just a little bit more of that 17 bronzer and put it through my crease, because I didn't get any eyeshadows. I can't remember if they had any, honestly, but I'm just going to put a little bit of this through and then move on to that liquid eyeliner. So just a tiny little shadow, and then onto, see, because like I've still got all of these products in my box on my table, and because they're all in the same packaging, as I'm looking at this, the concealer, the gloss, the mascara and the eyeliner all look exactly the same, so I can't tell what's what because the packaging is so similar, like all the same squeezy tube and all like similar size, all the same colour. Am I being picky? I absolutely am, yes. So liquid eyeliner, let's just see. I hate this sort of applicator. It is absolutely no secret that I hate a very firm, large tipped felt tip like this. I just find it so difficult to use, but everything else has turned out fine. This should as well. Keep your fingers crossed for me. Okay. That has also worked. The tip is very large, very firm, quite difficult to use, not the most user-friendly liquid eyeliner that I've ever used, but it's nice and black. It was easy enough. I don't feel like this is my best work. I never feel like it's my best work when I do liquid eyeliner on camera. It always goes a little bit funky, so it will absolutely do. It's not my favourite. I have others that I much prefer, like the 17 ones. But it's absolutely fine. I can't do a wear test because it is already the end of the day. So I can't tell you how long this will wear, but I will try this at some time in the future and I will leave it in a pinned comment down below. So I'm going to go in with the mascara now, the lengthening mascara. It just says on the back here, Conscious Beauty Always. This long-lasting lengthening mascara is made with chamomile extract to make lashes look longer. I don't generally look for a lengthening mascara. I like volume, I like thickness, but let's see how this goes, shall we? I do really like the brush. The brush is decent looking. It's a little bit curved, but the bristles are like really like dense and close together on the inside of the curve, and then they're a little bit longer and further apart on the other side, so you can like get the product on and then brush it through, which I like. Okay, so I have just done a few layers of that mascara. I don't feel like it's really giving me any sort of length. I don't feel like it's giving me any sort of volume. This is about 4 layers of mascara and it's really just not even showing up over the top of that liquid eyeliner. Like, you can't see my lashes like standing out from the liquid liner. It's all just blackness. They don't look particularly long, they don't look lengthened, they don't really look like very much at all. It feels like a very wet formula, so it's not sort of layering up on itself and lengthening and thickening. It's just one coat, and that's like basically as much as you're getting, just a little wash of black. Obviously if I didn't have that liner on, you would probably be able to see it a little bit better, but I'm not the biggest fan of that. And where it's a really wet formula and it almost feels very watery and like a bit oily, I don't feel like this is going to last very well. I will say, I don't know if it's that liquid liner or if it's that mascara, but something is starting to irritate my eyes. I don't know what it is, but it's only just started now. So I would guess that it's the mascara. Not a fan of the mascara. Everything else looks good. The mascara is starting to make my eyes water. Oh, no, no, no. So I'm quickly just going to do the lip gloss so that I can take this off if it really, really starts to burn, but it's really making my eye water. So this is the Natural Collection lip gloss made with coconut oil, and it says this lightweight lip gloss is made with coconut oil, leaving those lips feeling moisturized and nourished, which I love. And they had a few different shades of this. I got Sugar Honey Glaze, so let's see what this looks like. I didn't get a lip liner. I didn't see if they had one, honestly, but let's just see how this looks. That is a strange gloss. My eye is really, really starting to sting now. That gloss is strange. Okay, so something is really, really upsetting my eye. It won't stop watering. That is not good. I can only think that it's the mascara, because I was fine in between the mascara and the eyeliner. I can only think that there's something in that mascara that is not agreeing with my eyeball, so I really want to like get this off quite quickly. That is not looking great. The lip gloss is strange. It feels thick and dry. Like, I feel like it looks sort of glossy, but not like a lip gloss sort of glossy. It's not bad, it's just not glossy. I feel like it almost looks like a sort of satin lipstick. That's a little bit how it feels, where it's like a little bit dry, but also like I can feel how this would be quite hydrating if I had it on all day. So make of that what you will. And that is everything that I got from the Natural collection this time round. A few new products that they had listed on their website. I would say that these definitely are new rather than just repackaged, because this skin and the skin products look so much better than the skin products that I tried last time. Yes, my skin is in a better place now, but I feel like the skin is looking so much better. It looks really nice and glowy. It's obviously still a light coverage, but I do feel like it looks really, really nice. Obviously it's hard to tell because I've got two of my favourite products that aren't even from Natural collection in the bronzer and the blush, but I really, really like that. I like the eyeliner, and actually considering the amount of water that is pouring out of this eye, the eyeliner is staying put. The mascara is long gone. That is no longer with us, but the eyeliner lasted well through that little moment that we had there. So I will absolutely try that eyeliner again soon and let you know if that will last like throughout a whole day. Either way, it's not my favourite. It's not even close to being my favourite, but if it lasts well, then it lasts well, and it's a good affordable option. I really like the brow pencil. That brow pencil is a really great colour. It drew on really, really nicely. You just have to go in with a light hand. You just have to know where you are with it, but I feel like that looks okay. And the lip gloss, again, it looks okay. I feel like the biggest surprises for me were that skin tint and the concealer. I will absolutely be using those again. Maybe not when I've like just washed my face and I maybe need a little bit more coverage, like cover over the redness, but I look glowy. Do I look like a Natural collection girly? I think that this has turned out surprisingly well. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see that other Natural collection video, the one that turned out a lot worse than this one, I will leave it linked up in the cards. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.